I recorded a podcast this week with someone who I really look up to. Their organization has been around for over a decade and doing emotional intelligence work specifically with adults. And so it was a really, really powerful conversation to just talk about the importance of pouring into adults and all of these different things. And so I'm really looking forward to sharing that, giving you all an opportunity to hear just a little bit more around what specifically they're doing, as well as just kind of the alignment between my organization and theirs. But one of the things I was thinking of is really about, to me, all of this work is rooted in action. It's like, how does this exist? How do we bring it to life? And one of the things I was reflecting on was just my role as a leader, whether that was a leader of a classroom, leader of a school, just really leading people and being a model of that, and really what were some of the pieces that really allowed emotional intelligence to exist, social and emotional competence to grow and develop and nurture. And one of the things that I have been reflecting on, going back to, and I think it was one of the most pivotal pieces of my leadership work that I've ever done, is really giving people permission to feel. This is like that term, permission to feel, is really out of Yale. And a lot of work that I did for myself was rooted in, how do I give myself permission to feel? And then how does that actually show up in the dynamics of teams and schools and with students and communities and relationships, and just giving others around you opportunities and permission to feel? And it's not about that they need permission. No one needs permission to feel, right? It's more about, how are you cultivating that space? How are you setting the stage so that the language and the dialogue and the foundation is set so that emotions get to exist? And when I brought that into my leadership practices, when it came to working with students, communicating and working with families, being in pretty high, intense meetings, stepping in and tapping into that, giving others permission to feel space, instantly created this vulnerability and this real understanding that we were on the same team. And I would do it with all of my teams and really just in everything that I did. But one of the things that was so impactful about it was, when I gave others permission to feel, I was getting insight into where they truly were. And that's what leadership's about. That's what support's about, is supporting people where they are, meeting them where they are, finding resonance where they are, being able to relate and understand, and be able to figure out, how can I help? How can I support? What can we do to move forward? And giving that space to give others permission to feel and show up in a space of seeking understanding, curiosity rather than judgment, started to really build trust. It started to really build connection. And at the end of the day, no matter what the thing we were trying to solve for was, or what the thing we were trying to fix was, or what problem was going on, we, through that question and through giving others permission to feel, instantly we were all on the same team. And that's a big piece that I want to be able to communicate with people, to bring to leaders, whether you're a classroom teacher or a school leader. When you start to develop the tools to, one, give yourself permission to feel, and two, start to think systematically and structurally, what does that look like in the context of your faculty meetings, your interactions with community members, your engagement with parents and the students? When that starts to live and breathe, and you're giving others permission to feel, and they start to trust that them sharing is going to come from a place of support and empathy and understanding, man, that's emotional intelligence leadership right there. That is one of the foundational pieces. And so I just wanted to share that. I was thinking about it post that podcast conversation. And, it's just something really important that I believe helped me in my journey to try to be the best emotionally intelligent leader. I don't think you ever hit mastery. I think it's a constant skill set you're nurturing and developing, and you learn lessons throughout the course of of your experiences in your career. But if I was to think about one piece that really made me feel good about the way I led, and how I built relationships and supported people, it was through that approach right there.